Good morning. Oh, I could sit here and listen to that music all day. That was nice. Yeah, look, different camera angle. Everything is different today because okay, let's try that again. I had it out of the way there for a minute. Good morning. Everything is different. The camera angles, everything is different this morning. In fact, that's why I'm a little bit late. I don't know. I kept fidgeting and fussing and trying to see if I'm going to be comfortable with this. For the next couple days, I'm going to be spinning on the Ashford Traditional. Now, this was my first spinning wheel. This is a spinning wheel from the 70s. It was a put-together kit kind of spinning wheel. Not top of the line or anything like that, but tried and true, but fussy, very, very finicky. And if it doesn't want to spin, then no matter what I do, I can't get it to spin. So I do not guarantee I will be spinning today. I'm definitely going to be spinning the first whatever, unless it just like magic happens, right? Getting it going. I want to spin 4 ounces of this merino that I did 2 bobbins on the Roberta. I decided that the best way to spin this 4 ounces would be to try and put it all on one bobbin. I may not be able to, and use that bobbin to ply with one of the Roberta bobbins and then the other Roberta bobbins, making the yarn that way. And I thought I would have the best bobbin loading system if I could use my woolly winder. So that is on this Ashford. I truly like the woolly winder. I don't know why. I chose to put it on this wheel because I didn't have the Ara yet when I did put the woolly winder on. I have priced the woolly winders for the Ara, and they're just, I can do it, obviously. I mean, I could do it. I just don't, because at this point in time, it really isn't one of those things that is super essential. I can function without it, right? I can spin just fine without it. Good morning, Guitar Nut. So anyway, the Ashford is sitting in front of me here, which is why I'm far back from the computer. Don't ask me to type anything because I can't reach the keyboard this way. But I am going to be setting up this Ashford to spin that merino, and if I get it going good, I'm going to keep this set up and do all of those locks of, I think it's Shetland, I think, that I washed as locks, right? And do that on here too. One of the beauties of this particular setup, the woolly winder on the Ashford, is this is like lace making capability. I mean, it can spin really fine. And those locks should spin really fine. So it may be this way for a week or two. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I made all these plans for what I would be spinning when on the Tour de Fleece, and absolutely not following any of it, which is how I spin. This is how I spend my days being retired. You know, I just go ahead and do what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. All right, it's morning. It's early morning. You know, it's not early, but I'm choosing this time. I'm going to try and stream every day in July. And the days that are my normal time to spin, normal time to stream, I will follow that schedule. I'm not going to change any of the Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday stream times. But if it's not one of those days, I'm going to try and do it at this time between what is 10 a.m. and noon my time. This fits really well with our daily life because hubby has shows that he watches on TV. And we're just both real slow starters to the day. And if we plan anything, for the most part, it's always in the afternoon anyway. So I thought this would be the least invasive on our daily schedule. Excuse me a minute here. I'm also dealing with a bout of, there's crud in the air. We had tremendous storms and the air should be cleared, but I'm having significant signage problems and coughing, and I don't know why. So it's worse in the morning too. I apologize. Let's go to, if I don't talk, I won't cough. So let's not talk too much. All right, that's just like an ugly shot in the big screen there. But I can't get the whole wheel. This right here, of course, is the drive band. This that goes on. I just cannot get the whole traditional in the camera. And make the bobbin close enough that you all can see what I'm doing. So I went with this shot. And if you haven't seen a woolly winder, the flyer is different. It's kind of based on fishing reel action, that sort of thing. There's something in a spring in here on both sides of this right here, and as the flyer goes around, this travels down here and hits something that makes it come back, goes here, hits something that makes it go back. Okay, you don't move this hook at all. You don't touch it. You do thread through it, and I need my, here it is. Take it off my thing. I also have no idea about the tension, how it's going to be on this. So, I did turn the music down. I thought I didn't hear it. So let's start with the line that goes over the back of the bobbin right here, attaches to a spring down here and tightens right here. I'm going to start out with it not pulling on the spring at all, which generally I seem to remember. Oh, I don't have my, yeah, I do. I was just going to say, I thought I had my hook. All right. The last thing I spun on this was a bamboo. There's a little bit of it right there. And I do believe that was about a year ago because I'm pretty sure I was doing it for the state fair. All right, there's a hole right here, which the orifice is in front of that. And I have to get my hook where I can see it, grab the leader, and pull it through. All right. Now, I don't mess with the drive band very much. Sometimes if it's being really uncooperative, I will go ahead and mess with it. But I will tell you that the thing I mess with the most is this mother of all post. If I cannot get the flyer to go, I mess with this and it will make the flyer adjust. The only back mother of all post adjustment that I do is to make sure the bobbin is not going to pop out, drop off back here. There's a little bit of play. Like I said, this is not the original flyer bobbins for this. It is a adaptation because it's the Woolly Winder. When you buy a Woolly Winder system, you get the flyer and the bobbins, right? So whatever you have on your current wheel, you have to buy a Woolly Winder for that wheel. If you want to put a Woolly Winder on the wheel, you can't just buy any Woolly Winder. Buyer beware, if you are, oh, that's got good pull in already. If you are buying one used, make sure you try it. Make sure they did that right. I mean, and it whatever flyer it has on, because you're not going to spin unless this flyer and the bobbins are working. I said I wasn't going to talk. I seem to be a little bit better. Finish up my coffee before it gets cold. I'll keep you in suspense here just another minute. I will say, I get very excited about the Tour de Fleece. I really do. I have gone to bed like the other night and laid down and my lower back, and I'm like, why is my back hurting? Oh, yeah, I kind of sat there a long time. So it happens. All right. Let's see here. Let me get my towel. Can I reach it? It should be right down here. Yep. Keep the fiber off my cotton knit here. And we'll just go ahead. I do have to pre-draft this a little bit. I also may have to adjust the chair back a little bit. It feels kind of close to the wheel, but we'll see. It felt alright when I tried it. So I'm going to put, I think I already said this, didn't I? I'm going to put all 4 ounces on, I hope, this one bobbin. We'll see. I'm hoping it spins thin enough that it all fits on there. I never dreamed when I bought this ball of merino. I bought it because I had never seen such a tight 8 ounces, such a compact 8 ounces of spinnable fiber. I had never seen it that way before, so I had to buy the ball. I don't know if I've ever seen it again. I cannot remember when specifically I got it. Forgive me, I'm checking. I can see the chat right in front of me. I am checking, but I may not. Of course, when I'm spinning, I hardly ever look up at the chat because it's sideways to me normally. This is actually more straight on. Alright. The leader is just standard mercerized, lightweight mercerized cotton, not a heavy. did pull in when or it rotated and pulled in. This wheel is like hard. It's single treadle, and come on. Nope. Now I'm gonna have to rethread it. All right, I thought we had it, but we'll get it. We'll get it. It's close. Oops. I'm gonna have to mess with this. It feels like it's pulling in, but as soon as I put fiber on there, also I need to overlap like this quite a bit so that it doesn't pull off. Alright, give me a little more speed. Come on. I wonder if I need to change the... Okay, this here, like I said, is the tension back there. Let me try that. That should give me a little more speed. Yes. Now, will it give me pull it? Yes. No. A little. No, it's not pulling in. Okay. All right. This tilts everything, so I'm gonna try that. Unfortunately, I have this way over twisted. Okay, not pulling in yet. One of the problems with this pin drafting is it can over twist in a heartbeat. Okay. Not pulling in. So let's give that just a little bit. This is crappy yarn. Okay. I'm going to be making crappy yarn until I get this all... In fact, I probably should have used some white roving or something to get it started. Alright, still not feeding in. Got it. The thing is now, this will work for a while, and then I get a mount on the bobbin. But look at the bobbin pattern forming, right? It's not all in the same place. It covers the whole bobbin. That's the woolly winder. Yep. Got it. Just that minute adjustment, right? I hardly touch that knob and turn it. This is hard on my knees for treadling. It's the single treadle really is, I don't recommend. So many of the wheels were made that way. It's hard to avoid it, but I definitely prefer double treadle. All right. Somebody say huzzah. We got it. Now, there is oiling that should be done. Um, I may, I really don't have a thing of oil out. I'm going to put up with it today, but before I spin the next time, I'll definitely oil a few places, like right there, and uh, is the most important thing. It's right. It's not making a sound. It really isn't. It is an incredibly quiet wheel for as old as it is. I associate this wheel with Tour de Fleece, Tour de France, because I often spun on it, watching previous years Tour de France. Had it set up in the living room. That was pre-streaming, and it was even when I was streaming, I wouldn't. I just didn't put this wheel on stream. It is a slower pace spin. I can spin a lot faster on the electric, obviously, and on the Aura. The wheel I went to look at was very much this style. It was a little smaller. Ironically, it was a lot lighter. This is a very heavy wheel. I could pick it up and lift that wheel up enough to see under, underneath. It did have a different design in many ways, because it didn't have this split with the wheel in between it. It had the wheel at the side and a solid board. In fact, the marking was on the end of that solid board. So it was a different design. It just was more of this sideways than upright. Hello, good morning, Knots and Stitches. How How you doing, Knots? Welcome to the early morning show. It's only an hour earlier than what I do my Tuesday mornings, but the very weird camera angle is because I'm spinning on my Ashford Traditional. I cannot get the entire wheel in the camera, so I thought I would focus on the bobbin, which has a woolly winder on it, which is why you don't see it building up in one specific area. I don't have to move anything. The woolly winder goes back and forth and fills the bobbin. You're going to the zoo? I'm far away from the chat. Sorry. I'll see it. You're waiting for the zoo? Cool. I love zoos. Yeah, summertime, early morning is best to go. Although I will say about our zoo that's closest to us is really nice and shaded in many, many ways, many places. They left a whole, they build around all the big trees. And underneath the zoo is a totally separate but attraction that we are also known for, called the Mega Cavern. Kentucky has a lot of caves and caverns, and this is a big one, and they do drive-through. You're on a kind of a cart, expanded, glorified golf cart kind of thing, and you drive through this, and all the time they have all this dinosaur, animated dinosaurs, right, all through it, which is really cool with all the rocks and everything. But they also have a Christmas tour where they put up millions of lights, that kind of thing. We took my grandson to see the dinosaurs. He was really, he had a great time. Now the dinosaurs you can drive through also. You can do the cart or you can drive through, and we just did the drive through, so you have to hang out, like, he was hanging out the back window while we were doing it, but it's cool. Yeah, a family day with your in-laws. Aw, cool. I like being what they call a local tourist, where you go to your local attractions instead of traveling out of town. Oh, I gotta reach my trash can here. I like that. That's always fun. Drafted that a little too thin. Probably come apart. At least I have sunshine today. I don't have pending storms. I tell you, we have had such a stormy stretch. It really was a stormy week. So it's nice. We got sunshine and very, very humid weather. All right, get some more twist in there. It was losing twist. It's already miserably hot at 9:30. Yeah. Yeah. The whole country is. Hubby was making a comment this morning after what we were watching the national news shows that are on, and they do the whole U.S. weather. You know, he says there's no tropical storms, there's no hurricanes, there's and I said no, it's all about the heat here in the U.S. I guess the source of those storms hasn't fired up yet. We're going down to Florida in August. It's risky, but that's where Mom's house is. That's where we have to go if we go to Florida. So, to stay. I secretly think hubby wants to be in a hurricane. He's crazy that way. I've talked about this before. Go stand outside in the storms to watch them. He should have been a storm chaser, I think. You had one form of dissipate this year already. Okay. Oh, a hurricane? See, never heard about it. Never heard about it. It's not too risky. You can always pack up and leave. Well, yeah, that's true. That's very true. I don't think of it that way, but most people in that park write it out. But they have a hurricane secure clubhouse that you can go to also, that they basically move people to if it's severe. My mom went there a couple times during her 30-some years living there. Still messing with the pull-in on this. I'm not getting the speed I want here. Okay, so maybe I have to treadle faster. It's me, not the wheel. We were at the outer edge of a hurricane that went over Florida up far north. We were driving to my mom's. This was years ago. And many cars ago. I don't even remember what the car was that we had. But our cars are not big cars. They're not big, heavy cars. And it was night. We were on our way, but we knew we wouldn't get down to Mom's. We were going to stop somewhere anyway. We knew we wouldn't get to her house. Actually, we might have planned to actually drive, but just get there like 1 o'clock in the morning. I think that was what it was. But anyway, I'm driving in this rain and wind that I have never experienced driving. I couldn't keep the car from going side to side.
Yeah.
It was, trying to blow it off the road. And the rain was just making it impossible to see. And I finally pulled off the first exit, told hubby, I said, we can't drive this. See, that would have had to been after his stroke, which was 2017. Might have been that year. Anyway, we stopped for the night. Turned out, we heard later that it was a hurricane around us. further north, heading north. We were on the outer band. You live 20 miles from the ocean. Oh, and Dad is in the Florida Keys, so you watch, the NOAA Hurricane Center like a hawk. Oh. Your dad's in the Keys. Wow. They can get some doozy storms down there. Well, you too. I mean, they go right up that road. I know. Yep. I have yet to experience one with one that hits hard here. They do, though. Yeah. Oh, I don't wish it on you. Not at all. The one that truly hit where Mom's house is, went right over them. I was up here, and Mom was living alone, so they took her to a friend's family's house instead of, her mobile home. Right, they actually went and put her in a big solid home, along with a lot of people. That's what they did, and that's how she wrote it out. And when she went back, the first time they tried to take her home, they couldn't even get down her street because of all the trees down. She got a new roof out of that one. She didn't have any major water in the house. Little area in one room on the ceiling showed, but that came in more through the windows than, which is really amazing, right? Let's hear it for non-sealed windows. But yeah, it rolled. She has a rubber roof, one of those rubber roofs that they use, and it just rolled it right off. She had to get a new one. Fortunately, thank goodness, it didn't damage any of the rest of the house. I have no idea what year that was. She was down there so long. Her and Dad. And Dad died, and she lived alone down there all those years. Of course, that's the beauty of living in those communities that they have down there. She's in one of those communities. People look out for each other, especially as you age. The older she got, the better they watched and helped. She never did drive because of her vision. She was blind, basically. So she would have to have people drive her. I'm probably going to mess with this, but it is like really hard to treadle here. I'm trying to get it to be like that. That at least is easier to treadle. Now let's see if it pulls in. Yeah. Are you going to pull in? Yeah. Okay. I'm also starting to get a little squeak on the footman now. It's not spinning as thin as I would like. It's spinning like it did on the Roberta though, because it is the merino with the thick and thin areas, and how it drafts. That is one of those types of communities too. Yes, gated mobile home and camper RV spots. He is the young guy. Yeah, he helps out a lot, and I think he likes how rewarding the community is. That's cool. You know, there's always a handyman, and I used to tease hubby all the time. I said, we're gonna retire down there, and it's all full of women who need something done, and you're just gonna be so popular. Unfortunately, he lost his vision, and he is not really the handyman he could be anymore. It just really did affect his capability of doing things. So, I don't say anything about it anymore. He does what he can around here, and that's good enough. But yeah, a lot of times those communities are all widows. Every time you go to visit, I always have a long list of things to do. Oh, and that's never at Dad's place. Yeah. Don't move. Don't move. Okay. I'm pretty sure my coffee is too cold to enjoy. Get some water here. finger break. That is, I think it's early morning. I think it's partially just because it's so early in the morning. Hey, SK, thank you. Glad you joined us. I know this is weekday. Life is all about work sometimes. I still have lots applying to do. And I'm going to have to do it out in the living room with my Roberta. That's what I'm going to do. While I watch what I've recorded. I got 2 of my bobbins cleared up. But I have 2 more Aura bobbins to apply. I have a tiny little bit on the Nano I want to apply. And I have, then I will have this. This is the first Tour de France one. Tour de Fleece one. Slow as this going, it's probably going to take me all week, or at least 3 or 4, unless I work on it off stream. Wonder if I should move that camera so I can show my hands instead of my. I don't think it's too far away. I think that upper camera that shows me. you see me adjusting things, I am trying to get it not to feel so difficult to treadle, you know. And if it's not difficult to treadle, it goes faster, which gives me more twist. But it feels like I get it doing that, and then it goes back to feeling hard to treadle. So I'm not sure why that happens. I just keep fiddling with it. Since tomorrow's Tuesday, I normally stream 11 to 1. I'll go ahead and do that. On Tuesday mornings, it's crafting. I'm not going to do that. I'll be spinning. So, more of the same probably tomorrow. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta do something here. Oh, morning, Veggie. I'll be right back. Sorry. Don't go away. I'm gonna come right back. I gotta just take something out of here. Where's my be right back? Here we go. Yeah. Okay. down and also down Okay, I am back. All right, I will fill you all in here as soon as I get settled again here with the spinning wheel. Let me find my towel here. Um, I am having trouble with the little itty bitty black ants that we call them sugar ants, but the truth is they come in for water, which I don't understand because we have had rain and rain and rain and rain, and there is water everywhere outside. I don't understand it, but they go for water. I posted on Discord where I had a plate in the kitchen from my morning breakfast that had one tiny little drop of orange marmalade on it. It was completely surrounded by these little ants feeding off of it, right? Well, I brought a plate with cookie on it that I was eating with my, nibbling on with my coffee here. And I just, right before I left, I turned and looked at that. It was covered with those ants. I have a window right here beside me, and they have to be coming in that window. And the only thing I can think of, the fact that they got here so quick, is that they're already on that AeroGarden, although I cannot see them anywhere. I don't know where they're going to get water from the AeroGarden. It truly is, unless they're going to the peat moss, which they might be. They might be going to the little peat cones that the stuff grows in, and sucking up water from there. I don't see them on the AeroGarden, but they sure appear fast. Word travels quick in an ant community, I guess. Not unlike our community sometimes. Anyway, I had to spray. I sprayed the window sill and the upper part of the window with ant spray, and took that cookie out of here and pitched it. But I don't begrudge these kind of critters. I just wish that they could understand that they don't have to come inside to get water, get this stuff. Anyway, hello Reggie, thanks for hanging out. Guitar Nut, or Holly, hello Holly. I'm sitting far back. This was the only way I could get this Ashford Traditional spinning wheel. This is one of the reasons you don't see this spinning wheel very often on stream, because it's just really hard to get on a camera. Not to mention, it's a very fussy wheel, and I'm having pretty good luck today, with the exception of it's being, I'm tramping on the, pushing the treadle pretty hard compared to when I use a double treadle like the Aura. But it's old and sometimes very cantankerous, and it seems to be doing all right. I'm spinning Merino. You use borax? Yeah, to take care of ants? Yeah, I've heard of that too. For the most part, I've only really had trouble. This is the first I've seen them anywhere besides the kitchen. So I guess that cookie was just irresistible. I think the cookie's irresistible. So do they. Yeah, I used to have borax around Guitar Nut, and I used it and have never replaced it. Never bought more. Shoot, it's 3 months of the year. The thing about borax is it kind of, for us anyway, it clumps up so much. Doesn't stay that nice fine powder like. Alright. I have bobbins sitting on this table. They were on the one bobbin. They were exploring. Poor explorers. Didn't live to tell. Use it as a laundry booster. Okay, yeah, so it gets used up. Yeah. It's been a while since I am the laundry person in this household. Hubby has done it for quite a few years now, because when my knees were bad, the laundry was down steps. So to do a week's worth of laundry was up and down those steps so much that he took over the responsibility, which is, he just never gave it up, even though I now have both knees replaced. It's part of our household functioning here that he does laundry. So, having said that, he would not understand laundry booster. He would like detergent is enough. But I have used it when I was working with the old linens. In fact, that's how I used up the last of it, when I was working with the linens and soaking. I did. I added. I tried everything when I was doing that. I mean, I tried vinegar, I tried lemon juice, I tried borax, I tried that enzyme. I can't. Senior moment. I cannot say it. OxyClean. I tried that. So, and the bottom line was none of it worked. None of it. For if there was an old stain on a linen, it was not going to come off. Oh, there's one. There's two. Excuse me, I almost swore. Get off my bobbins. Oh, that's clip. That is highlightable. Get off my bobbins. Ugh.
When you're launching a new product with a tight
All
deadline,
right, now we need a new
Grammarly's
music
tone
thing.
suggestions can help.
Excuse me, I am still coughing. All right, there we go. Now, I moved my chair, so don't know if I'm going to be comfortable here or not. Yeah, I think it's all right. haven't looked at our calendar for this week. I don't know if we have any plans for this week or not. I don't think we do. Like I said when I was spinning on the Roberta yesterday, I love the Woolly Winder for the fact I don't have to move my hook. I just spin. Really, you don't even think about it or miss it or anything. I just all of a sudden realize, yeah, that's all I'm doing, is spinning. I love it. The other thing is, this is the only wheel that is, okay, I have to remember the different terms. There's bobbin driven. There are two ways that the flyers work. This one is not bobbin driven. You know, it's been a while since I talked about that, and I hesitate to say anything. But the pull-in is minor and light compared to bobbin-driven Auras. Well, Aura is a hybrid. Bobbin-driven Roberta, bobbin-driven Nano. Have more pull-in than a non-one. So the Aura being a hybrid, I can't say one way or another, but the this one is the only wheel I have that is none of that, right? Totally different than any of my other wheels, and it really does take some adjusting. You get very used to working against the pull-in, right, when you are drafting, and that's not here, right? I have to, yeah, now it does pull in and feed on there, but it's not the same pull. It doesn't feel as strong as bobbin-driven spinning wheels. That's why when I sit down at this wheel, it's weather related too. I mean, it's in the house, but it is affected by humidity, dryness, especially if the furnace is running. I think it's spinning better because it likes a little more humidity in its system than what it is when the furnace is running during the winter and drier. Flyer lead, yeah. It does. Guitar Nut, the Woolly Winder, I mean, at least one wheel, right? And preferably the wheel you use the most. I don't think they make them. They probably make them for the Dayless, but what I'm saying is, once I had one, I didn't feel justified in buying it for any other reel. Yeah, flyer lead, I guess. I thought there was another term for that, but I really can't say. But the fact that I keep adjusting and messing with it is partially due to the fact that it's not bobbin driven, and some of it is it's older. And really what it affects for me is how much twist I get. I tend to get more twist and over twist on this because I'm used to feeding into the bobbin quicker than what this will go. So I'm waiting for it to pull it in, and it's not going to pull it in really until I release it. This is actually very good for long draw. I don't really want to do long draw on here or with this pin drafted roving, but this is actually really good for long draw because it won't take it up until you let it move up forward. And it's a real light touch, so it doesn't do a lot of twist. You can get a smaller amount of twist, which means a fluffier or a more woolen type yarn. Isn't that the difference between Scotch? There we go. That's it. Yay! Research guitar nut. Yes. Yes, that's the difference between Scotch and Irish. I knew there was another term, which is what I was trying to think of, but I can't think of it. I used to know that stuff when I was podcasting and talking about it a lot, but I have let a lot of information go out of my brain. So, I rely too much on Google. I don't remember stuff now anymore. This wheel you have can do both, right? Yeah, that's right. That's another thing. It depends how you set it up, right? Right now the motor is driving the flyer with the brake band on the bobbin, but I can flip it around in a minute. Now that's awesome. That's the dayless, right? I did not realize that at all. That is really a cool feature because, like I said, the one is better for the woolen. The flyer driven is, and I don't even know if that's Scotch or Irish. That should be Irish, I think, but I had a 50-50 chance, so I'm probably wrong. Anyway, I really did not know that about that daedalus. That is cool. The thing about this 8 ounce, it feels like it's not going away at all. The thing about this compact ball is when I have a nice big fluffy ball of 8 ounces and it looks like bigger than a basketball or whatever, right? I can see it dwindling down quicker than this. This is just not going away. It feels endless. Yeah, it really is cool. And it's easy to switch. No, it's not a pain at all, which is another really cool thing. Yeah. So when I have to downsize, which seems inevitable here as I age, especially if, we move to Florida, I will sell my wheels. Oh, be still my heart. And buy a Daedalus, which I would be perfectly happy with, I think. I don't like to pull the senior citizen card very often, but the truth is, making that kind of statement out loud and thinking about it far enough ahead helps when it seems like it's probably an inevitable situation that is something that you wouldn't have dreamed of doing when you were in your 40s. It really helps to verbalize it. Think, it's in your brain, you're thinking about it, and it's okay when it actually happens. Selling wheels say it isn't so. As I just said, Veggie. Let's put it this way. It would be the choice between taking all the wheels or taking my husband. I don't even want to go that route either, so let's not even talk about it. That one I don't like verbalizing. And that is exactly why I don't let him listen to me stream. Wheels it is. Yeah. Hey, I have, in the course of history, there have been couples who had side-by-side houses. But we're not one of those couples. Why isn't the air conditioner running? I must have it set up too high. I need it today. I need it right now. I need a Google Home. I don't have it. I don't have things set up that way. My daughter gave me a Christmas present one year trying to get me started in that direction, which was a thing you plugged in and you plug devices into. I never used it because I never could figure it out. I just am not good with that kind of stuff. I know, you can do things on the phone with apps and stuff like that. We're here all the time. Why would I go to my phone when I could just go to my my thermostat and change it? Except that I don't want to get up. I'm lazy. I don't want to get up and do it. That's all. It's not even because I'm streaming. I just don't want to get up and do it. I had enough interruptions with this stream. Yeah. Ooh, cardio. There are some really swanky things you can do these days. Really? Yeah. I consider myself, for my age, technologically advanced by just the fact that I stream and everything. But there is a limit. I'm the caretaker of the phones as far as keeping them up to date and functional, because that's a pretty much a vision thing. I really like the looks of that bobbin. Isn't that nice? Can't spin a bobbin like that with some hooks. I think I got all the ants. I don't see any more climbing all over my bobbins now. They gave up or died, one of the two. I miss my cookie, though. I miss my cookie. I will say this has been fun. It is nice to have a choice of wheels. It's nice to bring one out that I haven't spun on for a long time and have it cooperate and actually spin nice, and it's been a very nice spin. The wheel gets a cookie. I don't know where my cat is. He's probably sleeping upstairs. He knows it's time to get flea medicine on him. And, it's little drops I put on the back of his neck. And I swear he knows it's time. He has been... the only time I see him is if he's eating, or... He did get on the bed with me last night, but I'm not going to put it on him at night. I think he knows that, because I don't want it on. I want to put it on in the morning so it has time to absorb in before he gets on anything. Smart cat. gray cat, which is still hanging out on the porch. Doesn't hunt, doesn't go anywhere. Just sleeps, eats and sleeps there. It's been so hot outside. It, lays out on the concrete. It gets underneath some of the porch furniture. Probably ought to brush it, see if it's losing, shedding. I don't know. I've never tried brushing it yet. I don't know how it'll do. I lied. There's an ant on me. It's attacking me. The last survivor. I'll bring her down. Fortunately, they're not the biting kind. Oh, in Florida, they have those red ants. Oh, man, those are awful. I have two great big, what I consider big, cotton seedlings started here that I am thinking of transplanting today. They're starting to shadow the rest of the crop there, the lettuces and stuff. Although that might not be too bad. Just checking how long I've been on. Oh no! Guitar nut. Did it unspin your yarn? It will. That's what it'll do. Do you change your direction with a switch? That's the way my Robert is. You know, right whether you go right or left. You should. I mean, I think all electrics do that. Okay, if you really did, you realize all you have to do is take that bobbin off, put another bobbin on, and go the right direction, and you may have to do it twice. You have to unply it, obviously, but you might have to run your singles through and get more twist on it, the correct direction, and then after you get that sorted out, the harder part is getting the plies unplied, getting the 2-ply unplied. Yeah, you do it with a switch. It's a rocker. Yeah. It's salvageable. Okay. Sorry, I really can't. I can't read far away. My distance needs glasses, and I don't keep them in the house because I use them for driving. So I have to kind of squint. Been there, done that. More than once. I usually catch it real quick though, because what I see is as it's plying, if I ply the direction I spun, which actually is probably what you did, because now that I think about it, that's usually what happens. You put too much twist in, but you're unplying it should undo that twist, I think. When I do a true cabled yarn, you know, where you vary the direction of the singles for the 3-ply cable, I have to keep really good notes. I mean, I have to mark the bobbins so I remember what's what. So nice outside. I know it's hot and humid, but no wind, sunshine. Good view out my window here. I can look out my window. It's sitting this way. When I sit with my back to it, I can't look out my window. ahead of the... Oh, you stop pulling in. That's what's going on. Alright, I have to do this then. Oh, wait. I'm wrapped here. There we go. That's what it was. Okay, this is not going in. That looks good. So, if KB's on, I'm going to go raid KB. I'm going to do one more go around of this for today, and then we'll look to who to raid. I'm gonna have to type it. Okay. I self-ply this with this same blue, it's going to be very blue. Scottish and Irish tension. I wonder if there were ever any wars fought over it. Just interesting that it's the two countries' names. I'm sure there's some good historical stories to that. I bet they are. Yeah. You watched a short documentary on Irish spinning on YouTube last night. It was called Hands, I think. Okay. They were using a great wheel. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That sounds good. That's something else in your future as a spinner, is learning to spin off of a spindle tip. Do you know that this wheel, I have a spindle tip for this wheel. It fits right here, and literally it is like 18 inches long, and the tip of it is so thick that when I use it, I can't get any kind of thin yarn. I can only get, practically bulky yarn off of it. It is, I have never shown, I don't think I've ever shown it on a stream. Maybe before, when I get everything done. I don't have to change the let me double check that. I may have to change the flyer. It may have to be the traditional flyer for it to fit, now that I think about it. Which is one of the reasons I haven't done anything, because I have left this flyer on it for as long as I've put it on. So I would sit over, I don't know if you can, let's see, where's my hand? So this is the orifice. I would sit to the left of the orifice and spin off the tip, and you have to set it up so that you can treadle and be sideways to the tip to spin on it. Great wheels were called walking wheels because you go down, turn the wheel. It spins for a long time because relatively long time because it's a big wheel, right? And there's lots of turn because they step it down to the small bobbin flyer. But on this, if you're and they are always spindles that you spin off of. On this, of course, you have lots more. You have a smaller wheel, but you have to keep it going as you spin off the tip. So you don't treadle and then spin, treadle then spin. You, unlike the walking wheel where you make the wheel spin and then spin. You pretty much keep the wheel going the whole time. Being a smaller wheel. Circumference. My friend that I talk about that's a spinner had that. Did not have an Ashford, but she ended up having the... I think she sold the Ashford and never sold the spindle that went with it. So I bought it from her. It was pretty cool to find it, but I don't. Now I've ended up not using it much. It could be a challenge day, you know? I don't know how hard it was. It shouldn't be too hard to change the flyer. The uprights stay the same. It's just where the spike goes into. And it looks like a spike. I have to call it a spike because it looks like a spike instead of a spindle. And you have to stop your wheel and go the other direction to wind it on. Just like a great wheel. I should take a video of my friend spinning on her great wheel. It's a dance. You could set that to music and it would look like a dance, a ballet. It really would. But she wouldn't want to. She'd have to be seen completely on the video, and she wouldn't agree to that. I did her hands one time on a charca video. That's still hanging around, I think, in Yahoo. Or in YouTube. Let's call it Yahoo, it's YouTube. We did it in a bookstore in the cafe, and it was so noisy, background noise, that I just put music over it to cover that up. I think I did anyway. It's been a long time ago. My gosh. Be interesting to see what the date is on that. Okay, I am going to finish these two up, and then I'm going to set the wheel aside. I may do a quick search for that video. Let me see. And if KB's on, I'm going to read her. Light bulb? Do you have a great idea? Oh, that, or is that, that's a great idea? I don't know. Just guessing. My Oh, for Challenge Day. Thank you. See, that went right out of my head. I agree. I will make myself a note so I don't forget. Let's see, that's a week from today. That's a nice full bobbin. I mean, it's not full, but that's a nice amount of spinning for 2 hours. Even if it is slower than I normally spin. I should be able to finish it tomorrow. And if I don't finish it on stream, I will finish it up during the day. That got too thin. I need a little Velcro dot on here to park my fiber. There's my single. There's never been one there. There's never been any good way to do that. All right. See if I can stand up. Oh. 14 years! Veggie, my God, that feels right though. I mean, that's how long ago it probably was. Oh, phone just dinged. That's nothing. So, all right. All right, I'm going to turn the music down quite a bit here. I may turn it off in a minute, but. And let's go to Twitch and see who is twitching. Who's twitching today? Ah, shoot, she's not on yet. Oh, hang on here. She should be on soon. I may just hang on until she comes on. Oh, she's on at 1:30. It's another hour. Okay. Shut up, phone. Breaks 29th hip. Oh, I was going to look at that YouTube. Hang on here. Tell you if that's the right one. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, am I signed in right here? Should be. Yeah, most people can't find me on YouTube because I use that LUSI 222. I've had that forever. There should be more than, here we go. I have 106. Let me go to the end here. Why do they have to put it on the bottom so you scroll down, everyone? These are all streams. You should be able to just hop to the end of it. Doesn't seem like you can. You can hop to the top. Uh-oh. I confused it now. It's... There we go. There's 2021's Tour de Fleece. I am really doing this old school. There we go. Alright. Yep. Was done 2009. August 18, 2009. How do I copy this? There it is. It's only 4 minutes, folks, so not bad. And once you get these, of course, you can jump down the rabbit hole of others if you want. Let's see if this works. Okay, I don't know what they do about you being signed in on YouTube. I guess you're going to have to be signed in before you hit the link. Yep.
We have here Karate Spider on Ravelry, demonstrating how to set up and spin on a charka. This is a Bosworth charka, and she is, so you see she pulled, so opened it up,
and pulled up the post, set the drive band for singles spinning, and pop that spindle.
Huh? The music goes on, and even though you hit. Made my music loud. There we go. Good grief. Okay. That voice is my daughter. That is my daughter explaining my friend's spinning. And I was doing the video. Okay. I was taking the pictures. You're still working through the podcast. Well, that's okay. They're not going away. I don't know if I'm the actual. I'm really on the senior citizen kick today, but I don't know if I'm the only person who has actually put internet material rights to my daughter in my will. Yeah. All right, I am not going to, unfortunately, I'm not going to raid anybody today. And I will be back tomorrow morning. Thank you all for hanging around here. I really appreciate it. And all the viewers, even if you're lurking, I'm so glad you're here. It's wonderful to have somebody hanging out with me. And I'll be back tomorrow spinning the exact same thing I was doing today because I want to finish it. So you all take care till then. Have a good day. Stay safe. And sleep well later whenever you sleep. Bye.